welcome back guys, this is Moto 1 for the, fuck's sake Owen, sorry about that, right, this is Moto 1 of round 4 of the Championship Pro Series, the 250 class. If you haven't watched the qualifying video yet, I recommend doing so. It was a pretty good video, quite unexpected. This is a very long race. Let me see if I can get a good start real quick. I just fully expected a bike to come flying over on me inside then. I'd say this is a very long race, 30 minutes plus 2, I think it is. I might have overdone it on the fuel, I put 6.2 litres in. But I had no idea how much to put in, so I'm hoping this goes okay. I was in completely the wrong gear there, over mine. Right, well, usually if I get a start this good, I throw it away in lap 1. So, let me see if I can stay on 2 wheels for the first lap or 2. See if I can try and pull away a little bit, because once this track gets rough, I need to stop talking. When this track gets rough, it's very, very difficult. You've got to like tiptoe your way around the track. It's just so easy to wash your front end out anywhere. So the more of a lead you can get to make up for those mistakes, the better. I'm praying that I don't get too many seconds of cuts where I went off the track there and rejoined just on the takeoff of the, don't even know what you call that track in real life. Is it called a sky shot, or is it not got a special name for it, just a triple step up? It's a common theme in these more European races as well. There seems to be a large amount of Hondas. Usually in the American races it's all just Kawasaki's, but I notice that the Frenchies like their Hondas in this game. Cowboy for giving me a little bit of room there. I fully expected just to be run all the way out wide. I need to remember not to use all my tear-offs as well, because last race I've done in this series I abused my tear-offs. I ran out so quickly. Yeah, I was a bit nervous there running alongside him. And oh, Owen's disconnected. Not what you want to see. Let me know in the comments why you disconnected, Owen. I know you watch these. Did you just have a really bad first lap, or did something go wrong? I think there's only like 16 people actually showed up for the race here, which is annoying. There was enough sign-ups for like a full gate. I said in the qualifying video, I just don't think that everybody likes these 30-minute long races. They do get a little bit, I wouldn't say boring, maybe a little bit tedious. You get to about the 20-minute mark and your fingers just, they've had enough, they want a break. God, I should have changed down to third there, I reckon. It's bogging all the way up the face of that. That's the issue as well, when you run qualifying laps with 1 litre of fuel, then you go and do the race with your 6 litres in, the bike handles so much different. I reckon that's why I went over that berm as well. Oh, Dorian with the flame in chat. Oh my god. They just stop reading chat and look at the track. Jesus. I've done the same for qualifying as well. You might notice there's some faint music in the background. I'm just running it's like a 12-hour long non-copyright playlist, and the music of each song seems to differ slightly, so it's a bit of a pain. So some might be a little bit too quiet, but then others should be okay. I'm hoping it's not too overpowering. I checked back the recording for the qualifying video and it all seemed okay. It all seemed fairly imbalanced, so I didn't change any settings for the race. I just kept everything how it was. Let me know if you kind of like having the music in the background. I think it just adds something a little bit more, especially to these long races where sometimes they can drag on a bit. It's nicer just in hearing just my voice as I freeze a little bit there, but just my voice and the game. Say that you can't hear any music right now, it's in between song. I think that's P2 that I just got into there. I see leaders up ahead there, okay. I think that's, I want to say Fato, oh no, I think Fatoso rides the Husky. I have no idea who that is out in front. Well, oh, I was about to say they're not in front anymore. I saw him crashing that corner, but apparently not. Right, down another gear here, third this time. There you go, that's a bit better. Not bogging up the entire face of the jump. I'm going to mentally tell myself not to pull a tear off, even though I see that little smudge on the right hand side. Try not to wash the front end out over these little braking bumps where they're starting to get a bit rough. Very easy to go over that berm on the outside there as well when the track gets rough. The ruts just seem to kick your bike about as you're trying to get settled in for these corners on this track. Very easy to lose your front end. Can't tell if we're gaining any time or not. I think we're gaining a little bit. Bank off of that outside, nice. Don't go over the outside here, and we did. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me right, just by hitting that fence on the outside there, it gives you cuts. We will find out in a second. Oh no, I've been let off there, thank God. That would have been painful otherwise. I mean, it's a long race, anything can happen, but yeah, it still would have been a bit of a pain. It's just such a, like when the ruts and the bumps start developing, it's such an awkward track to try and go fast on. Your bike just doesn't go where you want it to go. Oh, I knew fully well you would turn around in the middle of the track like that without looking to see what was coming. People do frustrate me in races like this. It's like just wait literally half a second for me to get past, and you can go and we'd both be better off, but no. I'll make it a little bit more interesting, though, more people to try and battle with and pass. I'm not in the points for this championship. I think this is round 4, I think I've only done one of the rounds so far. And I'll be away for the next one anyway, so yeah, it doesn't even matter. So just for a bit of pride this race, and a bit of fun, keep myself up to date on the game. Don't lose the Nationals flow completely whilst it's Supercross season for me right now. More people down. It's alright, everyone keep crashing, let me pass. This is what I love to see. Makes a change from me being the one making all the mistakes, even though I've already made 2 big ones this race already. And bounce just off the top of that, so you stay as low as possible, carry your speed. Whoever's in the lead's just checked out right now. There's a couple of little, like, tiny choppy braking bumps going into that left-hander, and it's just as you want to switch your bike from turning to the right slightly to turning to the left, and I think that's what throws you off and puts you over the bump. That happens a lot on the, what's it called, the Udavella track, where there's loads of little choppy bumps there. Your bike kind of wants to go in a straight line rather than turning where you want it to go, because it's like constantly sliding across the top of the little bumps. We are back into P2 now, which is where we were before I decided to go sightseeing and go into the fences. So let's see over the course of the next few laps if we can reel in whoever this is in the lead. This is a horrible corner as well. When it gets really rough, it's so easy to just lose your front end, lose your back end as you're braking going into that corner. So you really have to check up more than you think you do. Right, tear off time in the... Oh, and there goes Dorian. Yep, tear off time. When it gets to that point and I can see more mud than actual track, yeah, I don't mind putting one. We're already 9 minutes into the race. It's going quicker than usual so far. So it's 13.9 seconds is the lead at the moment. Let's see. Honestly, I think he's pulled away a bit more, to be honest, from where I was on that part of the track last lap. It's absolutely a burner of a pace. I said in the qualifying video, this isn't one of my strongest tracks. I don't know what it is about it, but just never seemed to be too great. We pulled maybe like 2 tenths in that lap. That's not too bad. We're about 2 seconds off of the qualifying times at the moment, which is, I'd say, standard. Especially when you've got this much fuel in the bike and the track's getting a bit rough. Just need to keep things nice and consistent, keep some flow going. It's a bit weird riding the 250 now, it feels quite nippy compared to the 450. Definitely feel like I want to scrub these jumps hard when I can though, because I feel like I'm used to the 450 power and having to try and stay low off of everything, where it's just got such an excess of power, you over jump everything. Just need to make a note not to lean over too far in these corners, because I'm probably one of the worst people in this game for losing the front end when it gets rough. And that's just from trying to go too fast, so I lean the bike over too much and it just comes away from me. I think if I can just keep this sort of pace up for the race, I'll be happy with that. Oh, that was a really nice one skimming over there. You might have pulled out another 10th or so, you know. You'll see at the end of this race as well, and in the next moto, that rut in that long left-hander there gets so deep. It's nuts. It's so easy for your front end to just come out from underneath you. Oh no, I gained a little bit. I gained about half a second, I think. I'm going to need more than half a second a lap though. I don't think I'll catch up by the end of the race if it takes that long. I don't think I've got 24 laps worth of racing in it. Oh, that felt fast. I decided that really nicely as well. Did you see that little like handlebar wobble that went up the hill then? That's MX Bikes uphill physics for you, that's. Get on the brakes. You see them bumps starting to form there. I just need to make sure I start braking a little bit earlier than I think I need to. Better to be safe than sorry and go flying off the edge of the track and losing a bunch of time. It feels so nice when you get the scrubs over those little rollers, right? It was like sometimes your bike catches grip and it hooks you to the side or sends your front wheel high. When you get it just right, it's so good. If the leader could make a mistake, greatly appreciated. Yeah, see, we gained a little bit of time this lap. Check up a bit. Wow, that was nice. Yeah, the key is just to not lean the bike over too much, stand it up a little bit more than you think you need to. There you go, there's another second in there. Hopefully as well, if we can keep this up, whoever's in the lead will see that time going down and start getting a little bit nervous and maybe make a mistake or two. I know I get nervous when I'm leading for a bit and I see that time coming down each lap. I'll start trying to push harder than I already am and make a mistake here and there, and it just means that you give up more time. Oh, that was fast. That felt good. I stayed quite high on the edge of the track as I was going into that corner, so I managed to miss a lot of, majority of those braking bumps. I'll try that again in the next lap and see if it was just a fluke or if it's actually viable. That's how bloody dirty my fresh white kit is. That should be a crime. Got no one in front of me though, so why is it so dirty? I was tripling into this section by mistake. I might need to check up a bit so I get a better run through the rollers. Survive, 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 survive. Oh man. All that was doubling too far into the face of that finish line. And all that time I made up's gone now. Yeah, I gained another second that lap as well. Jeez, oh that's a shame. Now it means I've got to try and go even faster, which will probably lead to more mistakes. But, you know what? The race don't mean anything, we may as well send it. If we finish in second place, then we're still in contention for the overall. So, may as well go for it. How long got left? We're halfway through the race. May as well try and turn the heaters on and absolutely send it. Yeah, you can see by my delta at the top left as well, I lost just under 4 seconds from that crash. So yeah, all that time that we was gaining in the last maybe 4 or 5 laps or so, completely wiped out by like one tiny little mistake. And hats off to whoever this is in the lead, because they're riding so consistently as well. Yeah, we have to send it now. Don't think putting tear offs too fast. Check up a little bit for this double. There we go. Yeah, so we lost about 3.5 seconds from that crash overall. But we're going to send it for the rest of this race and see how it goes. Oh, a bit deep into there. Third place isn't a long way off from me as well. He's sending it. It's both for the tryhard guys, but I don't know which one's which. And that's not me taking shots, by the way. The team they're on is literally just it's called Tryhard Esports. Oh my god, that was close. I think he might have made a little mistake, or we've just had an absolute flyer of a lap. There's definitely time gained that lap. Jeez, that was like 2.5 seconds like that. That was such a good lap. See if we can keep that sort of pace going. That was nuts. I mean, it felt fast. I know that it wasn't like loads and loads quicker than my fastest lap of the race, but when you consider that the track's just getting rougher as well. Only a second off my qualifying time as well. With more fuel and a rougher track. Oh, flirting with death right now. Gotta do what you gotta do though. Apologise for being so quiet. I feel like the faster I try and go, the less I talk. It's quite hard doing both. God, getting a bit wild now. I'm missing my my turning in points on the corners from trying to go too fast. parts of the track that I'm still like mentally telling myself to check up on though. Like that left-hander, this little double here. So I'm not just going all out balls to the wall. There's another 1.5 seconds in that lap there. Oh my god. Oh, we're alive. So scared about my front end going in that right-hander before the roller as well. I feel it twitch every single lap. This lap all nice to me. He is nice. Fair play, whoever that is. Lazy, thank you for that. Got another one coming up here as well. Well, he's dead. Hopefully he doesn't pull on the track in front of me. Hopefully. Oh, is that the leader? Please say it is. Finally made a mistake. So maybe the time going down was getting to him. But I've been flying these last few laps. If I do say so myself. .6 seconds, 8 minutes plus 2 to go. I can smell it. Oh, the front end tried tucking then. That was a close one. Come on, get over it, get over it, get over it. Yes. As well is as he exits some of these 180 turns. Oh my god. Hopefully that's not cuts. As he exits some of these 180 turns, he'll be able to see me now, so hopefully that'll cause some nerves as well. Of mistakes here and there at the moment, which I need to try and eliminate. So he's pulled away a little bit from me, that's that. Oh, that sent me way too high. It's a nice landing. Jumping out on that little bank just gives you something to land on rather than flat. Stops the bike bouncing quite as much. Yeah, 3.9 that lap, so he gained a little bit. Ah, I knew as soon as I flicked from left to right there that was too much of a lean angle. God, that's a shame. When will I learn what consistency is? One day. My question is now, do I just absolutely send it and hope that I catch up, or do I chill out and wait for a mistake? Either way, third place is 23 seconds behind, so a second place in this moto is as good as a win anyway, when overall is concerned. I'm just not the sort of person to settle for a second place though, especially when I can see the leader. Now That outside rut's starting to get to the point of not wanting to take it anymore. Just fights your front end the whole time. That one's starting to get really deep as well. Oh, is that the leader? No idea. Well, that must be nice to get away. It is the leader. Oh, it's Lucas. Fair play, Lucas. You're absolutely flying. But I do have a cursor. Every time I get near Lucas, we seem to get together. So let's hope that's not how it goes. He did just crash. I don't know if that was because of me or if that was his own doing. There we go, P1, 4 laps plus 2 to go. Oh, 4 laps, 4 minutes plus 2 laps to go. Still got more tear-offs? I do, somehow. I've got to be coming down to my last 1 or 2 now. I'm telling you, as soon as this track starts getting a little like rough like this, it's a completely different ball game. It's going to look to start making a few mistakes now. I'm making a few. People behind us must be making a few because whoever's in third lost 5 seconds on that last lap. Moto 2 is definitely going to be interesting. Here we go. I might just start doing that, like missing that main middle part of the corner where the rut's the deepest. Grabbing my combined brakes in the air rock, just about. It's making my front wheel lock, and I'm worried that at some point it's going to bite me in the arse and make me tuck the front end when I land. I don't know why I'm doing it either. It's just like muscle reflexes on the takeoff. It's nice that you can double out of that sand properly now as well, with it. It's got a bit rougher. Oh, getting the front wheel a bit higher. I'm quite surprised that the lap times aren't like multiple seconds off of where they off of my fastest. Especially with how rough these tracks get, I'm wondering if maybe some parts of the track end up being faster. It might sound a bit sad as well. I can see a noticeable difference, like in improving in the game, because this was, I think it was one of the first ones, but it was part of the first series that I'd done on this game, which was PDMX season. And some of these corners, when they got rough, I couldn't take them to save my life. Every single lap I was almost crashing. I had to come to almost a stop to get around the corner properly. And now I just managed to get into them okay and ride around them. I don't know like what it is I'm doing different. I guess just over time your muscle memory learns how to go around the corners better. Definitely better to stay a little bit higher in that corner. I think if you get down into the rut too much, you risk losing your front end. I saw a flagger there for some reason, that's why I look back. Nothing to be seen. Got 57 plus 2, so we've got this lap and 2 more to go. Hopefully we can bring it home. If my track record's anything to go by, I'll find a way of choking. Oh, the game's just warning me. Like, stop talking, Linz. What are you doing? a lot more chilled out when I've got music on as well. It's not just you that can hear, I've got it coming through my ears at the same time. Oh, so usually you play in dead silence. I've still got tear-offs, Jesus. I've been really good from this race. I've usually go straight through it. I feel like it's real life and you just accidentally pull them all off in one go as a panic. So it should be the 2-lap card now. So should be this one and one more lap to go, and then we're bringing it home. And then hopefully some sort of break, because my fingers are absolutely killing me after this race. I think it's where I hold sit down so much. On my my right thumbstick is my sit down button. Wheeling out of that corner. Quite excited for this next race to start off in the ruts as well, because I feel like now it's gotten rough is where I'm starting to pull away. I felt when it started getting rough is when I caught up to the lead as well. And I'm glad that I forced myself to do these like longer races and get used to these rough conditions, because it always seemed to be my downfall for the Nationals is for the first half of the race I'd be really good and run up front, and then as soon as it got a little bit rough I just wouldn't know how to ride properly. I'd crash multiple times, lose the front end. And just choke leads every single time I had one. Here we go, so we've got the last lap flag. So one more lap. I feel like we've progressively extended the lead by a couple of tenths each lap as well since we've got it. It's good to know that the actual raw pace overall is faster. Thank you for moving, crap it. Yeah, it looks like we gained about 7 tenths that last lap. Oh, as we lose them all, going over the bar. Stay on the track. I'd much rather that, where I realise I'm going off the track and like check up and then get back on safely, than try and commit to the corner even though I know there's no chance of me making it and crashing and losing a few seconds. Things like that I just need to think about more when I'm playing. It's all well and good doing it when you've got a decent sized lead, so you haven't got to worry too much, but it's when you're in the heat of the moment as well and you just try and go as fast as possible, you need to think about things a little bit more. It's going to be quite an empty race too, with the amount of people that disconnect. Right, that's the reason I usually upload both of these motos on the same day, just so if people do want to watch them both, they can. I know most people watch the first one and not the second one because it's a bit samey. But yeah, that's why I upload them on the same day, so it's not like you're waiting the next day for some new content and you get given essentially the same video as the day before. There we go, there's the checkered flag. Well, fair play to Eridas, who's given me a run this entire race. I'm very happy with how I rode that race. Just consistency wise and overall speed wise, that was really good. Thank you for watching, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Enjoy the rest of your day and watch the next one. It would mean a lot to me. Until next time, I will catch you all later. Peace.